The Audie Murphy mystery finally solved, and it's tragic. For decades, the circumstances surrounding the death of Audie Murphy, one of America's most decorated World War II heroes and a celebrated Hollywood actor, have been shrouded in intrigue, speculation, and unanswered questions. The story of Murphy's life, rising from an impoverished Texas farm boy to a war hero whose bravery became legendary, is well known. But what truly happened on the day he died has long remained a perplexing mystery that left his fans, family, and historians alike searching for clarity. The official narrative painted a picture of a tragic accident. On May 28, 1971, Audie Murphy died suddenly in a plane crash at age 46 near Brush Mountain near Catawba, Virginia, killing everyone aboard the Aero Commander 680 private aircraft. The initial explanation pointed to pilot error and poor visibility. The pilot, despite having 8,000 flight hours, lacked an instrument rating, yet chose to fly in dangerous conditions with rain, clouds, fog, and zero visibility. It seemed a simple, albeit tragic, case of a pilot flying blindly into mountainous terrain, ending the life of a national hero prematurely. However, almost immediately, this seemingly straightforward account felt incomplete to many, sparking rumors and deepening suspicions. Why did an experienced pilot, even without an instrument rating, choose such perilous weather conditions and fly so low over treacherous terrain? Were there other factors at play beyond simple atmospheric hazards and pilot misjudgment? The crash site itself offered little immediate clarity, and some crucial wreckage pieces seemed mysteriously absent, fueling early whispers of something more deliberate than an accident. Adding significantly to the unease was Murphy's recent involvement in efforts to promote the release of his friend, Teamster Union President Jimmy Hoffa, from federal prison. Arthur Egan, who had worked alongside Murphy on Hoffa's case, openly questioned whether the fatal crash was truly an accident. While official investigations yielded no direct evidence linking the crash to the Hoffa situation or organized crime, the very suggestion that such a powerful figure or potential enemies could be involved introduced a chilling layer of potential danger that didn't fit neatly into the unfortunate accident box. The possibility that Audie Murphy, the national hero, might have made powerful enemies in his post-war life, whether through business dealings, political associations, or involvement in sensitive matters, was a disturbing undercurrent to the official narrative. Furthermore, the muted American response to losing its greatest military hero seemed strikingly strange and disproportionate to his status. Major television networks like ABC, CBS, and NBC together spent a mere 1 minute and 30 seconds covering Murphy's death. This brief mention felt profoundly inadequate for a figure of his historical stature, the most decorated American soldier in history. Was this lack of widespread, immediate national mourning merely an oversight in a busy news cycle? Or did it suggest a deliberate downplaying of his passing for reasons unknown? For decades, compounding the mystery and fueling further speculation was the inaccessibility of Audie Murphy's complete service history and personal records. His detailed military files, totaling nearly 500 megabytes and covering crucial service periods along with sensitive medical records and candid efficiency reports from his time in uniform, had remained hidden from public view for years. Military historians hypothesized, and many believed, that officials kept certain information concealed to protect Murphy's carefully cultivated public image as America's perfect, unblemished war hero. Both the government and the military establishment had significantly gained from promoting this spotless image as a symbol of American courage and resilience, especially during the Cold War when boosting military recruitment and morale was paramount. Murphy's complete medical records, undoubtedly containing sensitive details about his physical injuries from battle and, critically, his psychological trauma, the severe post-traumatic stress disorder, PTSD, he openly struggled with in private, were kept sealed. Officials likely feared this information might tarnish the carefully built story of the invincible, unwavering hero. Similarly, his efficiency records, containing honest and sometimes critical assessments from superior officers about his performance, temperament, and fitness for duty, were also locked away for decades. These objective evaluations might not have aligned perfectly with the simplified, larger-than-life heroic image presented to the American public. To understand why this mystery still captivates the public, we must revisit the incredible life that came before the controversy. Born on June 20th, 1925, in Kingston, Texas, Audie Leon Murphy grew up in poverty as one of 12 children. After his father abandoned the family and his mother died when he was just 16, Murphy left school to support his siblings. Motivated by desperation and responsibility, he falsified his age and joined the Army in 1942. Despite standing only 5'5" and weighing 110 pounds, he defied every expectation. Assigned to the 15th Regiment, 3rd Infantry Division, Murphy saw his first combat in North Africa and quickly gained recognition for his fearlessness. He earned the Distinguished Service Cross in France, the Silver Star for eliminating a machine gun nest, and countless other honors. His most legendary feat came on January 26, 1945, in Holtzwihr, France. Wounded and vastly outnumbered, he single-handedly held off German troops by mounting a burning tank destroyer and firing its 50 caliber machine gun for an hour, reportedly killing 50 enemy soldiers. For this, he received the Medal of Honor at age 19. By the war's end, Murphy had amassed 33 medals, including 3 Purple Hearts, 2 Silver Stars, the Bronze Star, and honors from France and Belgium. He returned home as America's most decorated soldier and quickly entered a new battle, the one for identity, healing, and purpose in civilian life. His July 1945 Life magazine cover caught the attention of actor James Cagney, who encouraged Murphy to come to Hollywood. Though initially hesitant, Murphy accepted. After small roles, he starred in Bad Boy 1949, and soon Universal Studios signed him. Over 2 decades, he appeared in 44 films, with 39 roles as a lead, mostly westerns. In 1955, he played himself into Hell and Back, based on his best-selling autobiography. It became Universal's top-grossing film at the time. Despite success, Murphy never embraced celebrity culture. He remained deeply connected to fellow veterans and used his platform to push for better treatment of PTSD, then called battle fatigue, and his songwriting career produced several country hits, and his television appearances, including The Big Picture, earned him the Outstanding Civilian Service Medal. Privately, however, Murphy struggled. His first marriage, to actress Wanda Hendricks in 1949, lasted just 2 years. She later described his PTSD-fueled outbursts, including an incident where he held her at gunpoint. Days after their divorce, he married Pamela Archer, a former stewardess. With her calm support, Murphy found some peace, and together they raised 2 sons, Terry and James. Yet Murphy's pain never fully receded. The burden of trauma, fame, and health issues haunted him, even as he worked to help others. His death in 1971 cut short a life that, while heroic, had been full of personal turmoil. For years, the questions lingered. But recently, new revelations have cast the crash in a completely different light. A team of independent investigators, using modern forensic tools and newly declassified government files, launched a full reinvestigation into the 1971 crash. Their findings were alarming. Signs of sabotage, including tampered wiring in the aircraft's control systems, clear evidence of deliberate interference. New testimony further supported this theory. A former intelligence official turned whistleblower claimed Murphy had stumbled upon highly classified information related to covert government operations. His access, accidental or not, made him a liability to powerful entities. The crash, the whistleblower alleged, was orchestrated to eliminate that risk while disguising the act as a tragic accident. This shocking narrative shattered the long-held belief in a random pilot error. Murphy, it seems, may have been targeted. His surviving family, including his sister Nadine, have responded with a mix of sorrow and resolve. They now demand a full public inquiry and accountability for a man whose heroism and post-war life were never truly free of danger. Historians, too, are revisiting his legacy, advocating for transparency and acknowledging that Murphy's inner battles made him even more heroic, not less. The release of Murphy's full military records, long kept secret, supports this shift. They reveal a complex soldier who, like many, carried invisible wounds home. Rather than weakening his legend, these revelations enhance it by showing that his courage continued long after the battlefield in his efforts to cope, speak out, and serve fellow veterans. Reactions have been varied. Many veterans identify deeply with Murphy's PTSD, finding comfort in knowing even their greatest hero struggled. Some traditionalists worry the new story overshadows his battlefield feats. But younger generations embrace this fuller, more honest portrayal. On social media, Murphy is seen as a pioneer, someone who faced not just bullets, but the emotional aftermath of war. Film scholars have begun reassessing his performances, especially in To Hell and Back, noting subtle emotional currents likely shaped by real pain. His Hollywood work, once viewed as stoic, is now interpreted through a lens of authenticity and vulnerability. These new insights are reshaping how the military teaches leadership. Murphy's story is now used in training to highlight the importance of mental health, post-war adjustment, and the weight public figures may carry in silence. Experts say his life offers crucial lessons on trauma, resilience, and the danger of glorifying war without acknowledging its costs. In the end, Audie Murphy's story has evolved. He's no longer just a symbol of unflinching courage, but a layered figure who fought battles both seen and unseen. The revelations around his death don't diminish his heroism, they deepen it. If anything, the idea that he may have been silenced for knowing too much adds a tragic, chilling dimension to his legacy. The full truth about Murphy's final moments may never surface, but what is now clear is that he wasn't just lost to a mountain fog. He was possibly caught in a far darker storm of political secrecy and betrayal. His death, once thought an accident, now raises sobering questions about power, truth, and the hidden costs of heroism. And so, as the smoke clears and history re-examines its heroes with a more honest lens, Audie Murphy stands not only as a warrior of unmatched valor, but as a man who may have paid the ultimate price for daring to live a life of principle, even after the war was over.